So in the last video, we explained the two-way switching and how it works of a two-way switch. And obviously the faults that you can get as well. If you haven't seen that, nip back and have a look. In this video, we're going to do intermediate switching. So we're going to add an intermediate switch within this circuit and see how it's wired. So to start with, we'll do the wiring diagram on here, exactly how it's going to work. And we're going to have the same two, a switch live and a common live, coming down to the switch. So let's get rid of these and we'll see how it's wired from scratch. Let's get rid of this as well. So then what we're going to put in here is an intermediate switch, which will have 4 terminals, L1, L1 and L2 and L2, basically to switch the light switch. And then also we're going to have another two-way switch. So if it's got 2 switches, it'll be two-way, but 3 switches, it'll be three-way switching. So what we want to do with the common will still stay common and go straight over to the other two-way switch. It's the 2 strappers that will be different. We'll have L1 going into L1 and L2 into L2, and then L1 into L1 on the two-way, and then L2 onto L2 on the two-way. So this is incorporating the intermediate switch within this circuit. So let's see how it's actually wired. So this is where the first switch, the two-way switch, will stay sort of similar the same. So it's got the switch live going down into L2, and then the switch and the main live, sorry, coming down into L1. And if you look at the previous video as well, you'll see that these ones, whichever way they are, don't really matter. So then with L2, if we go into the intermediate switch, into L2, and then with L1 we come out the two-way switch and into the intermediate switch, he says in there, into L1. And that's the two, that's what they call strappers that will go across to this switch. And then we want this one from L1 of the intermediate switch, the other side, then go into L1 of the other two-way switch, into there. So that's into L1, and then all we want is L2. Oh, that's got a terminal already. Then out of L2 of the intermediate switch, get it out of the way, look and go into L2 of the two-way switch, into there. And this one will go into L2 of the two-way switch. Into there like that. And the commons will still stay the same. You can have as many intermediate switches as you want, but there'll always be one at the end and then one at the beginning. Well, one at the beginning, one at the end, whichever way. So then we just want the common to be linked up, which will stick the common in the top of the two-way switch. So this is into the common of the two-way switch, and then we want to go straight over to the other end of the two-way switch and put that in there. So then now these 3 switches all control that one light. Let me show you. And this one, as you can see, it turns it on. This one doesn't turn it off. I've made a mistake, but I know exactly what I've done. I've got these mixed up. So let's change these round. Because in theory, you'd say L1 and L2. But yeah, I've got it wrong. So we're going to go into the top and the bottom of the switch, basically. So both of these will go into L2 at the bottom, and then both of the top ones will go out to the next switch. The thing is, a lot of switches are different, so you've got to keep your wits about you. But if that happens, then you know exactly what you've done. You've got a switch that switches differently. So then now this should work. So we've got your first switch, which is on and off, and we'll leave it on, and that turns it off. That turns it on. So that turns it off. Sugar, that one's a bit stuck. That turns it off. That turns it on. That turns it off. That turns it on. So basically all the switches are working properly. Wherever you are in that property, these switches will turn the light off. And that is a common fault as well when someone changes an intermediate switch, because a lot of people think a switch is a switch. If you've got an intermediate switch in there and you wire it around wrong, it's not going to work. So that is how you incorporate an intermediate switch within a lighting circuit. And I'm just going to explain briefly as well, because this is not ideal in a house. Basically, you're not going to get this going through in a house. So what normally is a 1mm or 1.5 twin and earth that will come down from the light. Obviously that will connect up to your earth, and then this one will be your switch and your live basically into the switch. That's what you need down to there. And then there'll be another cable, normally something like a 3-core, that goes up and over to the next switch. Up as in through the joists and through the property, so then it will keep you within the zones of the wiring diagrams to basically go down to this other switch. And then if you wanted to, you would use a 3-core as well. This is where it gets a little bit complicated, because you can use a 2-core because you only need this and this. But I think a 3-core will be better, so you can go down to this switch, because then inside this, if there's 2 3-cores where you're going onto the switch, you just put them inside of a Wago. Both commons inside a Wago, and you only use the 2 in there as strappers. If you want another video explaining this a little bit more detail, then let me know, because yeah, I know it can get complicated. Because now I'm going to show you another way of wiring a 2-way switch, which I would say is normally what they use in Conduit. So as you may well know, there is a few different ways of doing 2-way switching, and they all work. This is the thing. The old method, what people used to use, because they used to have singles cable within a domestic premises with twin and earth, but there is a way that it would be more convenient to wire a 2-way switch in Conduit and in singles. So in this next method, I'll draw it out first of a wiring diagram of how a 2-way switch will be wired if you're just going to do it in singles. So let's have a look. And with this method, at the light, all you need is a live, earth and a neutral. And then you've got your switch down here. And we're going to keep the incorporated intermediate switch along with another 2-way. So then we've got one common, L1, L2, L1, L1, L2, L2, common, L1, L2. So this is how we're going to wire a 2-way switch, but it's a different method. We'll do it on here and obviously explain it in real life as well and get it working. So what we're going to start with is the earth. Obviously, if this was in Conduit, we'll come out, we'll earth the light, earth the switch, earth that switch, and earth that switch as well. So we're going to have an earth to each point. And then the neutral will come out of the fuse board once again and go straight into the neutral of the light fitting. You don't need a neutral once again down at the light fitting, down at the switch, sorry. And then I go straight out the fuse board and go into the live, which will go into the common. So that's the live straight into that switch. And then this end will come straight out of the other 2-way switch and go into the switch live of the light. That's a little bit different, you see. And then these will still be your strappers, L1, and then L2, and then L1, and then L2. So we're going to wire it like this, and I'll show you exactly how it works. Right, so for this, I've just left the strappers in, going straight through the intermediate switch, and then onto the two-way switch. But I've taken out the rest of the wiring, which is the commons, because that is the ones that we're going to wire differently. So what we like we said in the wiring diagram that I drew is take a neutral straight to the light, and that's that. And then the switched line to that, which will turn the light on, that is to give the signal to the light, will go straight into this common, into here. So that's one cable going down to the light, going to the light. And people like wiring this because there's less cable, and people like wiring it like this because there's less cables at the switches. You don't have to double them up so much, but so they can be done in singles in a industrial commercial environment. So then we've got that common, will go straight, oh let's get that out, coming in from the fuse board. So basically that's alive, permanently in, and this will also work. So let's plug it in. As you turn the light on, off, on, oh, on, off, on, off. That's exactly how it is wired in a containment. That's exactly how it's wired within Conduit with singles. It's less cable, and once you get your head around it, it's quite simple. So if that was it, just a couple of different wiring methods, like a domestic and then a commercial industrial, that would be beautifully easy. Of course, it's never that easy. There is another method, another way, which electricians wire two-way switching. And this is a more convenient way, which I do personally as well, which gets rid of having to have the junction box in the ceiling for when you put downlights in. This is another good method, so I'm going to show you this as well.